Hi everyone, welcome back to Cassandra's Plants. This is the second video in the series of comparing Pothos philodendrons, the different varieties, and trying to explain and help you guys see the difference, as I see questions about this all the time. So in this video I'm focusing on different Pothos varieties, and we're going to look at Pothos and Jade, Njoy, Manjula and Marble Queen. Now I've actually only got 3 plant pots here because my Pothos and Jade and Njoy are in the same pot, and I didn't know this for a while, as this is a really old plant. It was given to me by my mum years ago, and it wasn't until I started taking cuttings and actually looking at the leaves properly that I realised I had 2 plants in one pot, because I don't know if you can see in here, the whole plant is made of cuttings. So if we spin it round, so you can see, I'll move the other 2 slightly out of the way to give it a little bit of room. It's quite a big hanging plant. So a majority of this is an Njoy. And the main difference between an Njoy and a Pothos and Jade is because an Njoy is a solid green and white variegated leaf. So if I try and find a good one, this is a good one. See that? There's no speckles, it's just green and white and green and white and green and white. And that is an Njoy, basically. Green and white, no speckles or dots or anything like that. As you can see, this one now, this one is a Pothos and Jade. And it seems that younger Pothos and Jade leaves start off looking like an Njoy, and then they develop into this. So these are 2 older leaves on this stem, and then these ones are the much younger leaves. Now whether a Pothos and Jade can actually morph into an Njoy or not, I have no idea. I don't know, but that is my understanding at the moment, that younger Pothos and Jade leaves can look like an Njoy until they fully develop. And again, I've got another Pothos and Jade stem down here. As you can see, it's got green flecks in the white, and a little bit there. Comparing it to, where's it gone? This leaf over here, which is solid. So there is another variety you can get called a glacier, which is almost a slight variation on both of them, where the leaves are much bigger. And I've had a couple of people who've looked at this and said that I might have a glacier in here too, but I'm not sure, because a couple of the leaves are really big. Which is unusual for an Njoy, or see, like that one is quite big, which is unusual for an Njoy or a Pothos, because the leaves are quite small. As you can see, most of the leaves on this are quite small, but you never know. Here you go, on this big trailing one down here, if I can hook it, see the Pothos and Jade leaves, they're all quite small. So it's an unusual one, this plant. But as far as I know, this is an Njoy and Pothos and Jade mix. Now if we compare this to a Manjula, which I've only got recently and I'm still trying to get my head around it. So this beautiful plant, just move that one out of the way. This one is a Manjula Pothos. Now this grows exactly the same as the neon Pothos. The stems are the same. You can see, where is it? I've got a new leaf popping out there. The growth is exactly the same. Now I got this one recently, and a couple of things that are really typical of the Manjula, and what people almost confuse it with, is a snow queen, which is a marble queen that is predominantly white, like these leaves, is the wave and the curve, and how all of the leaves are slightly twisted or curvy, and that's not because it needs watering. They're not curling up through too much sunlight or anything. That is just how the plant is. You can see some of them are really curly, and the leaves are huge. And on a snow queen, you wouldn't necessarily, or you shouldn't, get the bigger chunks of green. And like this one has got, this is quite a new leaf, it's got hardly any spotting at all and still big chunks of green. So it looks almost like some sort of mutated version of a pearls and jade, and I don't know if that's what it originally was, but there you go, a Manjula, another new leaf coming out there. So that is a Manjula pothos, and I managed to get this off of a chap on Facebook in one of the groups that randomly had 7 of these available, so I jumped on that as quick as I could, because you know everybody likes to have a full collection. So that is the Manjula pothos at the moment. The other one I've got that is normally confused within this bunch is the marble queen. Now my marble queen is looking a little bit sad at the minute because it needed to be watered, and I do like to let them get completely dry before I water them. So this is my marble queen. I've actually got quite a dark one compared to some. The leaves are predominantly green, and it looks almost like a golden, but there is some beautiful variation on this plant, and there are some leaves that are more spotty and variegated than the others. There's a couple of really white ones in the middle. See, I've just watered it, so they're a bit wet, but that one, and there's a couple of much lighter ones on the outside. I've just moved this into a place where it gets a lot more light, so fingers crossed the new leaves that come through like this will start to look a lot more white and a lot more variegated rather than ones with these big dark patches. But I don't mind, it's a beautiful plant nonetheless, and yeah, I love it. This was another this was an Etsy purchase actually, so really pleased about that. Once this has been watered, it will really perk up. I haven't killed it, don't worry. But with these ones, they do like to dry out, and they sort of tell you straight away when they need watering, because they go a bit limp and a bit floppy like this one. But she's fine, she'll perk up, and yeah, so that's the difference between those 3. There are loads of other varieties of pothos that would fit into this, and I'm going to do a 3rd video in this series that compares my golden pothos with a sweetheart philodendron, so you can see the differences. They're sort of equivalent plants as well, but these kind of ones are great if you want to take cuttings, or if you want to, you know, propagate plants yourself and learn about them. And yeah, they're fantastic, so easy to maintain and manage. And as you can see, I've had this one for at least 10 years, and it does have some brown spots on the older leaves when I neglected it in my younger days and I didn't look after it very well, but it's still alive, it's still going, it's still chucking out new leaves. So if you're inexperienced and you want some plants to test yourself with, then definitely go for these. So I hope that's helped you guys identify these, and yeah, again, if you've got any questions, or you've got any queries, or you want some close-up pictures, or you want any help identifying your plants, let me know. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, come and say hi. And as always, if you like our videos, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I'll see you all again on the next one.